right, everybody, Jade and Graph are back. Jade had a good question about volume, and I was like, I have opinions. So here are my opinions on volume. Jade, what was your question?
It was just like, we were like talking about it hitting 90 it hitting going back into the wedge and blasting off towards 90K or something like that. And like, would one of the big issues with that be the volume and how much like intake it would take for it to get there, and how much is in the market at the moment?
Exactly. So the bull run starts once we get some volume. Accumulation really is what we're doing without volume. And what you can do here, look at volumes. These lines are from a previous bull market, and you can ignore those. But here we can see our volume since a long, long time ago. This is what volume has been doing. Straight down. Now we break over there. We're going to get some upsies maybe, but we've been going since the first time we hit 30K. And this,
right.
And now, so we continuously still have no volume, not a drop. So those lines don't move. You can understand volume is going down. We go to, let's say, the daily again. So we had here. So remember, this is still no volume. Okay, we've just shown you why there's no volume. You can see there was a little bit of volume over here, and then no volume. So when we've been going up, it has not been because somebody was buying. At no time were people buying. It's people just stopped selling. So this is because we are in a stage of accumulation that doesn't have retail. It has mostly smart money and long-term investors and short-term investors who are hanging around. People would buy the breakouts, but they're mostly people who are watching the graph. Do you know what I mean? There's not like, I'm going to buy because we don't have a lot of retail. So people bought when we were going up here, and they were just buying, but not a lot. Look at this volume. So what happened was people sold, came all the way down here, and the people who sold became buyers here.
Yeah.
But in this area, and now they don't need to sell. They're like, oh, I don't have any profit yet. I'll let the price. They take some profit. They take some profit. We crash. Now we're doing the same thing. All the metrics are starting to look the same. So before we fell down here, I didn't have many indicators I could show you that were bearish. Everything was bullish. I was bullish along with it. Once we lost this, everything turned a little bit bearish. We can now go back and look at the volume again, and we go, Jade, there's nobody playing.
Nothing. Super low.
So when there's volume, it'll almost be because whales will put Bitcoin on exchanges.
Yeah.
When Bitcoin comes onto the exchanges, and it's been coming onto the exchanges, and it came on for this dip, they put it on to drive price down, to sell.
Right.
They don't put Bitcoin on to buy. They would have to put on like something else to buy Bitcoin. If they put Bitcoin on, it's to drive prices down. So nobody bought going up, no volume. If people start to sell, they're selling. The people who didn't sell, they're going to like, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell some of this hard.
Yeah.
Because of you can see
a big sell-off probably. Yeah.
Because of all this. And now when you've done it numerous times and there's nobody buying. So these were bought by retail. Retail don't buy when it goes down. I'm calling them retail. Some of these people wouldn't be exactly retail, but they would be the kind of people who buy when it goes up.
When they hear the news and stuff, yeah.
People who buy when it goes up are not going to buy when it goes down. And they've taken profit and no rush to buy again. They will wait for it to come to 53. They will wait for it to go down to 43 or 40 or whatever they like. Most of them will wait till someone else does it, because when we get there, we're going to form. It's going to be a double bottom minimum. So you can see here we did when we came down. So if you sold up here and you're waiting to buy, you could just wait. You'll get here like, oh, people are buying. Price goes up. I shall continue to wait. What did we do? We hit 39, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll put it in a bid for like 40K. And we come down and we get it again. So I would expect us to come down to 53. If we come down to 53, we don't need to buy. We can wait for the bounce. It's gone up. Okay, come back down to me, baby.
Getcha.
Back down to 53.
Retest.
But yeah, watch it, because you're going to have a chance. Because this is, I think, ideally, I would like 2 tests. On other coins, I would wait for 2 tests, a test and a retest. But Bitcoin is a little bit different because people get it people want more Bitcoin.
Get excited, yeah.
The whole movement of the whole system during accumulation is to get more Bitcoin. So the whales can sell the Bitcoin as we go up. So the whales will be selling Bitcoin from like 70K whole way up, because they bought it dirt cheap, and they want to sell it to retail. Even if retail can make profit, but if they don't, loss, but they will. They'll sell it back. But at this stage, the whales can sell their Bitcoin and they can move it into the other areas of the market. So at the moment, I'll just join into CoinMarket.cap and show you this VeChain. VeChain is good, guys. You have some VeChain?
Yep, yep.
Now you can see Bitcoin dominance is 43 and ETH 20. Okay, now this is a good way to build your portfolio. Just do what the market is doing, the whole market, and you can work out the percentages of the other coins. What did I hit? Go away, go back. But when Bitcoin dominance drops, this percentage goes down. This means people are selling their Bitcoin, but the whales are going to move their Bitcoin into other things that'll be more profitable for the bull run temporarily, and then they get it back out. So they're selling all their Bitcoin, and that's why people will be able to buy Bitcoin and will have a bull run, because the whales will have their Bitcoin on the exchanges and they will be selling on the way up to everybody. But right now they're trying to sell. Nobody's buying. And they're like, that's okay. We will buy. We will buy in accumulation, but we will not buy up here. The whales will wait for big buys down here. The billionaires who we could call whales, but may not have played the game. Now they're in the game. They're going to like, I'm not buying Bitcoin at whatever price it's at. I'm going to buy it at a lower price. So, yeah, 53K guys. Nobody panic, nobody worry, nobody send me upset messages, because I'm telling you, we're gonna 500K. The first probability, the highest probability is 53K. But of course, we don't have to do that. If we get above these things, I'll be back when we break to the top of this or bounce off this or get to here. I'll tell you the same things. I'll tell you now I think we're going up. Now we think we're going down. I'll be right or I'll be wrong. At the moment, it's looking quite bearish. This is what happened when we fell out of here. We fell out this time. This is what happened. We're already out. Now we got to try and get back in. So we could come straight down, fail at getting back in. Still, we've got three of our possibilities: up, down, and sideways. Up brings us to the heart. That brings us down. High probability. Sideways, let's say even this wouldn't be a break of trend, so it would be reasonably sideways to get to here. Sideways, we hit here, we go down. And then there's down. So there are three high possibilities. Up, down, and sideways in a short period of time would all still bring a high probability of going down to 53K. Do you get me? Jade, you there? Jade. We may have lost Jade. I'll end the video there anyway, because I've expressed a lot of my thoughts. I think we understand that I think 53K is a high probability. And I'll let you know if Jade's okay in the next video. Bye, everybody. Jade, say goodbye. Jade could be saying goodbye. Recordings.